Good evening, everyone. So I never really had, I guess, a normal life compared to other kids. Me, my brother, and my sister were first generation. Our parents didn't speak English, so we went to school and asked for help. We were on our own. I didn't have many friends when I was growing up in elementary school. They wouldn't talk to me, and our family wasn't necessarily the richest of families. We kind of got by on what we had. So when it came time for shopping for clothes and stuff, I barely remember, actually I don't even recall shopping for new clothes. I remember getting hand-me-downs from our neighbor whose kids were older. So the kids would kind of make fun of me for that. It's like, oh, you're wearing the same shirt. I guess I was a little too much love. Most kids would start a fight with them, saying, oh, why are you talking about me like that? But, I guess I was a little too much love, and I guess I was raised right, I didn't want to start a fight with anybody, so I just kind of let it be. So I guess the highlight of my childhood was when I was chosen to represent my school in the Illinois State choir competition. It was actually me and I think 3 other kids. And after that, I don't think we won, but that's okay. But after that, the kids that didn't talk to me started talking to me. It was a good feeling. It felt really good. So middle school happened, and high school is when music really started to hit me. I didn't have any friends again. And there was one guy, I guess for the lack of a better term, let's call him a bully, would kind of pick on me. And again, I'm not the type of guy to kind of go around and fight people and pick fights on people, so I just kind of let it go. It wasn't worth my time. That happened. Eventually I started getting into rock music, wearing band t-shirts and whatnot. And I met a group of friends that I connected with. They kind of grew up the same, had the similar lifestyle as I did. Their parents didn't speak really good English, so they kind of had the same troubles as I had when I was younger. So we were a really tight-knit group. Through the end of high school and after high school, we became the bestest of friends. And actually before high school, they helped me get over this bully. They helped me kind of stand up to him at one point, so I was kind of glad that they crossed my path. After high school, we hung out, we became the bestest of friends. We were there for each other. If somebody needed money, somebody needed their car fixed, whatever, we were always there for them. And, I thought this was, is this too good to be true? Are these the friends that I was destined to be with, through thick and thin for the rest of my life? Well, things happened, and eventually I started getting really serious about my life. I started going to college, picked up 2 part-time jobs, interning, all, the works. And, my friends were all kind of not doing that. They were just kind of working part-time or not going to school, and that was about it. So I was kind of seen as the most successful one in my little group of friends. So I guess they kind of saw that as, I was trying to be better than them, which was obviously not the case. The last couple of years, the next couple of years happened, and, I was, I guess, not really seen as a respectable person in the group, being the most successful, and they kind of were just kind of there in the background, like, we don't have what you have, so let's, pick on this guy. So the last 2 years that I hung out with them, I went through a depression. I would hang out with them just for the sake of having friends and going out and not being stuck at home doing homework and whatnot. I wanted to have a life, I wanted to socialize, but at the cost of hanging out with people that were talking behind my back, I just had enough of it. At one point I was home and I was thinking about it, and fate intervened. There was a song that came on the radio and kind of talked about how there's always something bigger, better out there. And, if you let destiny kind of intervene and you don't always have to control your life, good things will happen to you. And, that song, trying to remember who it was by, I'm probably going to listen to it when I get home, kind of helped me break my connection with them, with this toxic group of people that I hung out with for so many years that I thought were my friends, but, their true colors eventually showed up. I broke my ties with them, my life got so much better, I went back to school full time, I got interning, I started going into music journalism, so that went good. I bumped into one of the guys from the group a couple years after that, after I stopped talking to them. I bumped into him at Target, and I asked him how life was going. I didn't want to be, all sour and cold about it. I like to be humanistic about stuff. So I asked him how life was going for him. He was having a kid, and he wasn't ready for it. And, he was only working part-time. He asked me for money, so I gave him money. I didn't want to flat out say, no. So I gave him money, and I asked him about the gang. And, they were all doing the same thing. Actually, they got worse. They started getting into marijuana, cocaine, heroin. So I was kind of glad I broke my ties with them. But, I pray to God that, whatever they come across in life, they find it. They break their ties with the devil and drugs, whatever it is. Even though they talk behind my back, I still wish them the best. But, music is what brought me to them. Music is what led me away from them. And because of that, I learned so much just hanging out from them. So, I'm doing my thing, living my dream, doing music journalism, interviewing artists, helping artists go on tour. So that's why I'm here. I might not be here because I might not have been here because of music. So I just want to thank music, the spirit of music, for being here today. Thank you.